Good morning students, I am Govind Vyas from Cambridge Convent School, Bikaner. In previous lecture, we discussed about definition, derivation and one easy numerical law of kinetic energy. Fine. Today we are going to move ahead and study the same things about potential energy. We are dealing in class 10th. Our chapter name is work, energy and power. So far we have studied work and almost energy. Today we are going to discuss about potential energy. Potential energy. Firstly, what is the definition of potential energy? The energy possessed by an object due to its shape or height. The energy possessed by an object due to its shape or due to height, that kind of energy is known as potential energy. Let me explain it to you. Suppose that I am having a spring in my hand, or I am having a bow and arrow in my hand. In the both cases, when they are in the normal position, then they do not have any kind of energy. They are not having strength enough to do any work. But when I compress the spring, after the compression of the spring was of this length, now after compression it is of smaller length. What is now? Now spring has ability to force my hands outside. Yes, when I compress the spring, it wants to get into its original position by forcing my hands outwards. Same thing goes with bow and arrow. When the bow was in normal condition, it was not it was not having the energy to throw the arrow in the forward side. But when I stretch the string of the arrow, when I stretch it, then what happens? Now I have changed the shape of the bow. Now it is having some energy which is known as potential energy. What now? Now the bow has ability to throw the arrow in the forward direction. Clear? So after changing the shape of both these things, they obtained some energy. This is because of the shape, so it is known as potential energy. And same thing goes for the height. When the height is increased, the potential energy also increases. We studied about this in the segment of gravitational energy. When any object is having some height, it possesses an energy. If the height is increased, the potential energy also increases. Clear? So we have studied the height part of potential energy in the gravitational energy. Clear? So this is the definition of potential energy. I hope it is clear to you. So we can write some example. Firstly, we write example about the shape, then bow and arrow. If we change the shape of the bow or we stretch its string, it will throw the arrow in the forward direction. About height, we can write throwing a stone, or we can say a stone put at some height. Any stone which is put at some height, or we must write some practical better example to understand. Then we can write waterfalls. These are the best example we can study in height part of potential energy. Waterfalls falls from a height, the water of them having a great amount of potential energy. With their help, we sometimes also produce electricity by making dams, etc. So this is the definition of potential energy, and these are the examples. You can write more even different examples. Fine. So you are now clear. Potential energy is due to two things. First is shape and second is height. So we have in our syllabus derivation of both due to shape and due to height. Two types of numericals are found in the potential energy. Because of the shape there is a different formula, because of the height there is a different formula. So right now we are studying about the formula based on height. So assume that this is ground of earth surface. There is a mass m placed on the ground. Mass m is placed on the ground. After some time we lift this mass and brought it at some height. After some time the mass is brought here and we can use height as h. After some time the mass was brought here by applying some force. We lifted it, so manual force is there. Clear? So it came on this height. And you know very well, when the object is moving like this in horizontal direction, then an acceleration works known as a. But if an object is moving like this up and down, then there is a role of gravity. So acceleration turns into gravitational acceleration. That time a is not used, small g is used. Clear? Fine. So what about the formula of this particular? Firstly, I will tell you in the theoretical portion what will you write for this figure. A mass m is placed on the earth surface. After some time we applied some force and brought this mass at h height. For this we applied some force. Okay. What is the formula of force? Or we will write the force required to lift the mass. What is the force which is required to lift this mass upward? Force is always mass into acceleration. But here there is a role of gravity up and down. So acceleration used is g. Okay, this is the force. Our concept is always same like we used in kinetic energy. First we calculated force, then force was converted into work, then work was converted into energy. Same thing will happen here. This is force. Now what about work? The work done to lift the object. The work done to lift the object. What is the work? Work is always force into distance. Fine. So work is, what is force? Force is F. And what is distance? Here distance is not something at a horizontal side. Object is being covered in distance in height. So this height will be used at the place of distance. Force into distance. Distance can be written as h. Force into height. What is force? mg. Put the value. So we will get our work equal to value of force mg and h. mgh is the work done. But this is work. We have to use something of potential energy, and we know very well that work is converted into energy. I am erasing this. You will write work can be converted into energy. So at the place of W you can write PE, potential energy, and the formula is same, mgh. So this is the formula for calculating potential energy when height is given to you. Fine. Now we are going to do some numericals based on this formula, based on height. This is our formula. Okay, so we are going to do some numericals. Very easy numericals are there based on this formula. Okay. So our first question based on this formula is that A machine takes an object of 40 kg mass. Mass is given to us. Mass is 40 kgs. Mass is 40 kgs. To a height of 10 meter. Height is 10 meter. Calculate the work done. Find the work done. We are given G. G is 9.8 meter per second square. Okay, fine. So these are the data and we have to calculate work. You don't get confused that work, we are set to calculate work, because work and energy are the same thing. So you calculate energy, that will be work. Clear? Okay. So use the formula. What is the formula? mgh. W is, what is M? 40. What is G? 9.8. And what is H? That is 10. Very easy. Point removed, 1 0 will be there. 10 to 10 is cancelled. The remaining is 40 into 98. 40 into 98 will be 3920. Okay. And what is the unit of work? It's joule. So your answer is 3920 joule. Either you can write this in this format or you can also convert this into kilojoules. What will be that? We know that there are 1000 joules in 1 kilojoule. So to convert this joule into kilojoule, we have to divide 1000. You can also write 3920 upon 1000. 10 and 10 cancel. 2 zeros are there. Place point after 2 digits. 3.92 or 3.92 kilojoule. This is also correct. I hope it is clear to you. Okay. So now